Was this just like a class that you were maybe recommended to, or I just want to pick your brains for a second as I'm almost done, just to see, like what everybody's intention is for being here. But do you guys have any particular reason, or was it just curiosity, or?
I just think the house can help me to practice the steps for.
Got it. Yeah, I do think that there is a strong connection between house and hip hop, especially like when it comes to some of the grooves. I just do believe that house is a little bit more like fast paced, but there are a lot of similar steps. And yeah, all right, cool. And everybody else I know, so I know why y'all are here. All right. Yes. What's good, bro? Oh. Yes. Put this here. Yeah, I mean, that's one reason why I enjoy recording, so that way you guys can come back and see exactly what you've worked on, in addition to seeing like how you look, how the music made you feel. Because I think that there's a lot of classes where people, have to memorize everything in that hour and a half, and you might not remember everything. So I do hope that you guys take advantage of the footage that I am recording. And if you want my information, I can give it to you at the end of class. And that way you guys can take a look for yourselves after. But I do really recommend that you guys all get into the habit of like really just looking at yourself. And I know how uncomfortable that can be, because you might feel like, oh, like I'm bad. And I notice that a lot of dancers especially are really harsh on themselves. They're really critical of themselves. But I don't know, I feel like that's how you level up, like whenever I'm done teaching, after I'm done training, after a battle I do, I always go back and like watch my footage. And it's either a good feeling and I'm like, oh shit, I really enjoy what I did. And if I'm not feeling so good about it, it's also a good thing because I can say, okay, this is what I need to go back and work on. So I see it as like a win-win. All right. Okay, so let's get into it. Teaching, playlist. And I'm gonna use the song that you recommended as a warm-up. It's yeah. So yeah, we're gonna use that. just by a show of hands, actually, how many of you feel a little awkward still with that step, with that movement? Please be honest. If you're like, it's still not clicking yet. Okay, for sure. And everybody else, so you guys feel like you got it? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. All right, I want to demonstrate that same step a little bit faster. And again, I think the tricky thing about me teaching beginner/advanced beginner is that everybody here is at different levels. Some of you are at like the advanced beginner stage. Some of you are absolute beginners and some of you are beginners. So I'm reading the room now. So what I would like to do is for the next track, if you feel like that, you feel somewhat comfortable with the movement, I'm gonna have you go at an even faster speed. If you're still like, I wanna just work on that slower speed, you already have 2 rhythms to go with. So again, if I go over that one more time, I'm starting facing this way. I'm gonna kick with my right side. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. This is probably the most important part in my opinion. Make sure that you're on your tippy toes, okay?
You start with your left.
Did I? Okay, my bad. It happens. I'm only human. All right, so, but actually, I wanted to say that, let's say assuming that you did want to start on your right, this would be the difference. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning I would turn over my left side. If I did start with my left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm turning over my right side. So if I'm being, I guess, honest, the foot that you kick with, at the end of the day, doesn't really matter because the only thing that's going to shift is the direction that you're turning here or if you're turning over this way. Because now that I'm thinking about it, sometimes when I am teaching, I will mix it up, so that's my bad. But again, whether you're starting with your right, 1, 2, 3, 4, going into step 5, I'm turning to my left with my right shoulder leading in, just like that. This is 5, 6, 7, and I clap to stay on beat. And again, if I decide to start with my left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm leading with my left. And then I'm coming back into 6, 7, and clap like that. I just want to go over the 2 rhythms again, assuming that you want to stay at a slower rhythm. If you feel like you got this on deck already, for the next track, I'm going to have you practice and drill the same thing at a faster speed. So again, this time I'm going to start with my right side. So this is me going slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, clap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, clap. If you're still, again, having difficulty, stick at that speed. If you're feeling a little bit better, pick it up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And for the last speed, assuming that you're comfortable with both of those already, I'm going to have you practice that right now. And I'll just demonstrate it first, and then I'll have you follow me. So I'm going to start this way, and this is going to be significantly faster, okay? So just watch for now. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. feel comfortable with, and just drill it. I think that it would be even more effective if you are fluctuating between rhythms. In between tempos, not rhythms. So, meaning like maybe you want to drill it twice really fast, like what I just demonstrated, and then intentionally slow down, and then speed it back up. So that way you feel comfortable with all 3 levels. Okay? Before I have you try that on your own, does anybody need to see a breakdown 1 or 2 more times? Okay.
Can you do the fast one?
Yeah.
The fast one actually better with me.
Does it help if I play music over it, or should I just?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Maybe the music actually helps.
Okay, all right. So I'm just going to drill it and just watch with the music, and this is like the fast version. Okay. From here, we're going to do a similar exercise, but this time I'm going to give you guys a different step. For now, before we switch, does anybody have any final questions about that last step? Before I go over something else, now is your time, say your piece. Real good?
I have actually just question about I'm really challenging to step behind. The weight shift, I think totally suggest.
All right, so let's walk it through. So I'm kicking, boom. So right here,
Yes.
this is step 4, I believe. So going into step 5, right?
Yeah.
What I like to do that helps me is the second after I'm bringing this up, I'm turning into it. So I don't know if you're going like this, and then you're like awkwardly shifting, or if you're naturally going like from here, right? The second my right foot is down and I'm bringing my left leg back, just right here, I'm already shifting my shoulders and my hips at the same time. And that helps with my balance. So again, if I'm stepping here, I'm instantly like that. So again, if I step, I'm turning. Again, I'm stepping and turning. Again, step, turn. That helps me tremendously. And then from here, bring it in, and then I clap. And then when I reset, same exact thing, kick, gallop right here, and then after I'm ready to switch, I'm stepping, and at the same exact time, I already feel my left shoulder and my hips already turning in the direction where I'm trying to go, which is, in this case is to the left, just like that. Yeah, it feels like a really light glide. So if I'm here, right? You could pick up your foot altogether if you prefer to do that, like that, and you're gonna feel the full pivot in this front foot. Or again, you can intentionally leave that foot down and go like that. If you just want to add like a little bit more of a slide. If you want to get really technical, like I wasn't gonna go over this in this class because I think this is more like intermediate or advanced, but that might look like you going to full spin and then continuing like that. If you wanted to do like a full 360. But I think just for the sake of keeping it simple for now, again, all I'm doing is stepping, I'm turning my hips and that shoulder at the same time, just like that. And I think physically it's easier if you do lift your back leg versus intentionally leaving it down like that. I just like the feel of like sliding like that. It feels like I'm like drifting with my feet like that. And it helps me feel a little bit more grounded, but I think that step alone, I'll leave up to you guys whether or not, again, if you want to step and just slide on that front foot, or if you want to step and slide both feet together. I'm going to leave that as a personal preference, okay? Any other last minute questions about that? Yes?
Can you show the 360?
Yeah, okay, so that is just me fully extending this, and then I'm using the momentum that I would normally end here, but I'm gonna fully go all the way. So again, I'm here, here, I'm gonna keep spinning, and then I'm gonna leave this back right leg all the way down, spin, and I continue into that right there. I think there's only a handful of times where I've done this intentionally, and this is just because for me, when I'm dancing, whether I'm breaking, I'm doing house or hip hop, I don't like to do too many spins just because of just me not liking like the sensation. But if you did want to really do it, again, that would be, I'm gonna start with my right side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna spin, spin, full spin, 6, wait, oops, no, this is still 5, 6, 7. So I'll demonstrate that one more time. Again, it would be starting with my right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, spin, spin. And now my back leg, which is my right leg, is going to fully drag, just like that. I'm stepping back, stepping back, stepping back, clap. Yeah, but it's really controlled, and you want to make sure that if you're going to add like a lot of momentum to that spin, that you're not just like whipping yourself with like absolute like zero control. So like right there, you will fully spin. So you need more momentum to fully spin. You should be ending in the opposite side. So again, one more time. If I'm starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, spin, 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 and I'm coming back just like that. Yeah. So yeah, it's I don't think that's beginner friendly though. But I mean, for those of you that want to try it, like go for it. Yeah. All right. So let's do another step. Just want to put on a mix so that way I don't have to worry about music. Okay. The next step that I really want to focus on, we did this during our warm-up. This is called the farmer. So this is going to consist of me lifting up one of my legs, and at the same time, I'm shifting my body in the opposite direction. So just for the sake of the move, I'm going to start diagonally to my right, it with the music, that will look like 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, and 1, and 2. Just like that. It feels like, again, I'm putting all of my weight and all of my pressure down here, and then I'm thrusting all the way up. But it should feel organic and it should feel natural. If you notice, if you're going like if it feels really stiff and awkward, it's just more of an issue of getting in tune with like how you're able to like manipulate your body. This is not to say that your jack has to look 100% like mine, because I've seen people do a really light jack, just right here, where I'm focusing more on just like my chest, my neck, and my head. And some people get fucking deep with it, like they're like, and like they're very over the top with it. But ultimately, I want you to understand that that feeling helps a lot with the synergy of this next step. So if you were to do, again, the name of the step is called the farmer. If you were to do this step without you adding a jack, I'm going to try to do it on purpose. It might look like this. Right? Now if I add the jack, you see the difference? How I'm doing like that slight roll here. But the footwork is essentially the same. And again, this is not to say that you have to do this, but I do think that it's like you're gonna look a little funny. So it's just like, do what you want with that information. I encourage you to just try to like find some kind of connect to the music. Like if you're not able to just naturally listen to house, if you don't have like that natural feeling to just go like that, listen to the music more. You have to connect to the music for you to really understand the dance. A lot of people are trying to do the dance with zero relationship to the music, and it doesn't make sense because the music comes first. So that's just, again, these are just my philosophies. Do what you want, but going back to the step itself, right? So again, my hips are starting diagonally towards this mirror right here. I'm coming all the way down, coming up, and at the same exact time that I'm coming up, I'm doing a slight, like a very discreet hop with the opposite foot. That's coming up just like that, and I come back just right here. And then I'm going to do the same exact thing on the opposite side, coming all the way down and up and back just right there. So let's just try to do that together, all right? Ideally, again, you want to try to add a little bit more of that jack, because if you're not adding it, it's going to look pretty stale, right? So let's try it together. Need a breakdown one more time. this is perfect in line too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would like for you guys to go first, and then the back line, you guys are gonna go second, and we're gonna all start against this wall here, okay? So I shall demonstrate what it's going to look like. So while you're traveling, again, the step is essentially the same, but again, the goal is to make sure that you're able to move at the same time. So that way, instead of you just being right here, I can do the same exact step as I'm traveling. So each time you come up, the opposite foot is shifting forward. And then when you come down, come up, and you're jumping slightly forward to the opposite leg that's in the back. Okay? I'll do it again. So that's like this. Pay attention to the back leg. That's doing the traveling. And at the same time, I'm also focusing on this. Right? So you should feel it in your core. Your abs should be burning here. Alright? So try your best. You're gonna come all the way here and all the way back. Alright? Be good? Alright. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go! Yeah. And then all the way back. Alright, my next group, same exact thing, alright? And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go! And all the way back to the middle, mate. Keep going. And all the way back. So, one thing I was kind of chuckling to myself because some of you were doing the exercise that I wanted you to do now unintentionally. So some of you, when I asked you to go back, you were actually going backwards already, and this is my fault for not being clear, but when you got to here, I wanted you to like actually turn around and then continue to do the same exact thing facing forward. So if you didn't do this already, let's make it intentional this time. If you just went forward the whole time, meaning if you're starting just like this, now you are going to intentionally start facing the wall and do the same thing backwards. Okay, so again, right here, here. I think it's actually a little bit easier backwards, in my opinion. All the way back. So once you get all the way back, you're gonna do the same thing. And if you didn't do that last time, right? This time you're going to face forward if you went backwards the second half of the time. Because I caught a couple of you, I don't remember who did what. And the last thing that I will say, this applies to everybody. If you want to really challenge yourself and try to do everything together, in addition to you adding a spin, that will look like this. So I'm going to start going backwards and then switch forward. Ba, ba, just like that. So I'm taking what we did earlier with that spin, and you can use that to still stay on beat, but to alternate going forward and backwards at the same exact time. And that's assuming that you feel confident and are comfortable enough to be able to try that. If you don't want to try that, I'm not forcing you, because again, I know that we're all on different levels, but if you want to really try to push yourself, go for it. Okay? Does anybody need another demonstration? I got you. Yeah. And if you feel comfortable, meaning, oh my goodness, so if you feel comfortable going forward or going backwards, then you're gonna add everything together, starting 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's keep it at 4. And then at the end of step 4, I think, at least for me, it takes 2 to 3 steps, or 2 to 3 hops, I should say, on one foot. So you also have to focus on finding that balance while you're also traveling forward at the same time. Okay? Okay, cool. Yes?
I know this is, for fun, you're always stepping on that, like that you're gonna hop off, like, correct?
Yeah, so if you notice that you're not doing an initial step, I would say to at least so when I'm saying stepping, right, because a step is technically this, right? But let's say if I'm facing like next to you, like let's say if you're starting here, you don't necessarily have to start here and then step, right? You could start in this stance and then shift all of your weight down and lift if you prefer to start like that. Because I think that if I know that I'm dancing, or even when you think if I'm freestyling and I know that I'm going to do a farmer, I normally, I put all of my weight down on my back leg to prepare for me to then spring up. And that's what I'm going to have you guys do in a little bit, but I just want you guys to do this stuff a little bit more, okay? All right, any other questions? You good? Okay, cool. So again, ideally, I would like to see everybody try that harder variation. But if you're just like, I'm still just trying to get comfortable with just doing like the base step, stick with that, and I'm not pressuring you to do that. This is more for the people that feel like that they have it already, okay? So let's get it. Find the rhythm. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go! And we're gonna try to start as close to here as we possibly can. So my front line, can you move back this way? And you're gonna come a lot closer, 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 yep. We're getting into this, yes, yes. I think this is, like, we're in like a personal touch space, right? Okay, so you two, can you move like as close you can to the wall, like right here, and then move down, move down, move down. Yes, yes. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. So now the goal is that you're going to try your best to stay in sync with the person in front of you, meaning that you have to read each other. But ideally, I think that it's pretty easy as long as you guys are in sync with the music, you should be in sync with each other. So if you notice that your partner is a little off, right, and you are confident that you're on beat, then that should just be like an instant reminder that maybe that they gotta like go slower and or go faster, right? However, what I also want you to try to do while you're noticing like your energy with the person in front of you is to travel together. So I don't have a partner, but assuming that I'm gonna use like my own reflection, but I'm going to start just like that, and you're gonna make sure that you're in sync together, right? So if you notice that maybe like you're going like this, but your partner is going like that, that means somebody's off, right? And if you guys are listening to different parts of the music, I want you to try to sync up with each other without verbalizing anything, reading each other's movement. So if you feel like that maybe you're a little bit more skilled than the person that you're dancing with, then you can adjust to that person, right? But stop, you're good, bro. Stop. So if we all understand, again, I'm gonna have you guys start together. You're gonna just be here together, and then I'm gonna give you a countdown, and then you guys are gonna travel together. And the goal is to come all the way down, right? So, Mel and Anna, when you guys hit here, everybody's gonna try to get as close as you can to these two girls at the end, and then I'm gonna give you another cue to then travel back. And again, this is us working on our technique and our stamina and reading somebody's energy in front of you. So like you're working on a multiple, I'm gonna say maybe 3 or 4 different techniques at the same time, from you just reading your partner, you focusing on your own footwork, you paying attention to the music, and you also conserving your stamina to keep that rhythm, no matter how tired you get, okay? Okay, any questions? We good? Yes?
If we're starting this way,
Mm-hmm.
and then we shift this way, so
So let me think. So if you're, I'm gonna speak right here for a second. So assuming that you're my partner, I would probably be starting just right here on my right leg. I'm gonna say 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 1, 2, just like that. So meaning I'm starting here and I'm shifting up and switching here, up, switch, up, switch, up, switch, up, switch, up, switch, up, switch. So my hips and my chest are initially going from here to here to here to here. And at the same exact time, my feet are going from here, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. If that makes sense. Okay? Cool. All right. Try your best. All right. Also, I know you like, I feel like y'all are gonna hate me, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Try your best to actually make eye contact with your partner. Yeah. So, and I'm smiling and I'm laughing because I noticed that there's so many dancers that either have anxiety or that you feel awkward or you feel, it's like you're being vulnerable to connect with somebody. Even with me like looking at all of you and trying to connect with your eyes for like a second, feels like, you know, but I think that if you can allow yourself, my bad. I think that if you can allow yourself to do that, it does make you feel connected to the person that you're dancing with, and ultimately connected to the music. And if you're all looking at each other and you're all in sync with the music, it's a very like euphoric feeling, and this is a feeling that I think a lot of people don't really pay attention to, like while they're talking about house dance, right? Because this is a club dance, this is a social dance, this is a spiritual dance, and I know that house recently has become super popular and trendy, you know, with choreo and things like that, but I want to bring it back to its roots of like really allowing yourself to be like intimate, vulnerable with whoever you're dancing with. You don't even have to exchange names. A lot of the times when I'm clubbing, I can dance with somebody for like 20 minutes straight, not say a word, man or woman, and just have like a beautiful exchange and then go about my day. You know, and I really want you guys to understand like what that feels like. So again, even in the classroom setting, like I know I can easily just teach you guys a choreo, and I know it's gonna be fun, but like I want to get a little bit deeper than that, okay? So this is more about focusing on technique and also paying homage to culture and actually connecting with each other, okay? I know it feels awkward and I know it feels like, but I just want you to try your best. And if you need to look away, go ahead, but like ultimately, like, you know, just try. Just try. Right? Like they don't bite. Like I hope you don't bite. Yeah. Alright. Alright, so again, try your best. The music going. I gotta push you guys. Yeah. Do either of you have an iPhone charger on you? Any three of you? No? I think I left mine at home. iPhone 13. So not the USB-C, but like the OG one. If I can borrow that for a sec, thank you. And I'll give it back to you. Oh, wait. Okay, thank you. Wait, this is for, wait. No, I got it. Thank you. There we go. Right. gonna get into two. Yeah, we're gonna get into two ciphers. And wait, do we all know what a cipher is? Raise your hand if you know what a cipher is.
You know it.
If you know what a cipher is. Alright, so a cipher is a very organic circle. If we're talking about hip-hop terminology, I think the term started, again, somebody can please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that it started within like rapping hip-hop ciphers. So like you see a bunch of people together going back and forth practicing. Whether or not somebody might just be like, all right, I'm gonna spit this bar. I'm not gonna like freestyle for you right now, but like ideally it's a giant circle where people take turns expressing themselves, and inside of the dance sense of things, it's no different. I think that a lot of people normally get awkward and get really insecure because this is going to be the one part of class where there is going to be 100% of attention shifted to you for a really short period of time. I do think from a culture aspect that it is very important that you experience this. If you are associated with hip hop or street dance in any way, shape, or form, this is what we do. If you go to a jam, a block party, a battle, like just like you name it, like ciphers are like very, very, very essential, you know, to like how we are able to express ourselves. And if you want to get super deep with it, you know, it goes all the way back to tribes, you know, like when you watch people playing drums or people just expressing themselves in a lot of different indigenous dances, right? So we're going to do the same thing here, okay? So we're going to get into two ciphers. I think you can just keep it with the lines, so like line 1 could be one cipher and line 2 could be another cipher. And what I would like for you guys to do is to think about everything that we've done so far today in class, because I know that we've done like a handful of things, and the way that I like to teach is like I don't want to like force too much information at you at once, and I think that it's better to just stick with like 3 or 4 moves and or concepts, and then to expand from there instead of me being like, all right, here's 30 different house steps, and then, you know, like, so we're gonna do this in a way that I want you to take maybe, I think, let's keep it 16 seconds, so like 2 8 counts, and you're just going to just try your best just to showcase what you remember so far, in addition to anything else that you might already know. And if this is like your first time doing house, if you catch yourself doing a different dance style, that is okay. Again, I know that you guys do hip hop. I know that like I have like some of my breaking students here as well. If you get absolutely stuck and you catch yourself going into a small top rap like that, and you go back into your house, right? That's okay, because I know that you don't have a lot of your foundation as of yet. But this is more so to just get you familiar with dancing in front of people that you're not comfortable with, or that you don't know, in addition to, it gives me a visual to see like what you've been able to retain so far, and actually applying it in real time. Because again, like I don't want this class just to be like, okay, like I just memorized something and it felt good and then that's it. Like this shows me, okay, like how are you actually able to use, you know, this step in real time? How are you able to use this step in real time? How can we use this step in real time, right? So again, I haven't went over a lot today, but I want us to, again, just to focus on, I think, those 3 or 4 steps that we did go over. And if you only remember one, then you stick with that one, and you play with it, and you work with it. You change your levels. You can change the speed. You can change the direction. But I just want to see you guys ultimately connect with the music, groove with it, and the steps. I want the steps to come last, and I know that sounds weird, but just focus on the feeling first, and then again, I'm only going to have you dance in the middle. There's 16 seconds. I'm going to give you a countdown. I'm going to say switch, and then somebody else is going to leave the cipher, and then somebody else is going to enter. Okay? The one last thing that I do want to say, because I know I'm talking a lot, is are we all aware of what a commando is? A commando, I think this is a breaking Yes. Yeah, so I think that, so I know y'all, okay, so pretty much, I want you guys to do a commando, and this is pretty much when you allow somebody to exit a space while at the same time somebody's entering your space. So again, I could be wrong, but I think this is a breaking term where like one B-boy, B-girl will like, I'm gonna use you as an example, and we're just gonna use cross step just right there. So like maybe I'm doing cross step, and I'm gonna go forward as he's gonna travel backwards, and now I'm inside the cipher, just like that. So it could either be you using the same move, or it could just be you following somebody else's like groove or movement. So I'm gonna use you as an example. Maybe I'm just like this, and we're in sync together. So you're going to choose who you want to go next, and you're going to do a very chill, nothing crazy movement to signify like, hey, I'm exiting this space, and I want you to enter the space. And that is it. Do you all understand? Okay, I'm just checking. Okay. Any final questions? Yes.
Just in general, we were focusing on like legs and upper body. Is there like anything in particular?
The
that
arms?
the arms, yeah.
Ooh, very great question. I would honestly say that this is going to vary from person to person. If I use myself as an example, if I am getting really lost in the music and I notice that like my arms are very stagnant or very idle still, I notice that I will do like a lot of wave movement. So if I'm tossing, I notice myself doing lots of flow like stuff. So that way I'm not just like here. Or you can use your arms to be sharper, meaning like you can do shapes, angles like that at the same time. You could rotate your arms. Like I don't know if anybody has experience with whacking, locking, or woad, but these are styles that I noticed lots of really dynamic shapes and rotations with your arms and or your wrists. You could get into the habit of holding your hair, holding your shirt, holding yourself. If you're really into the music, I might do stuff like this, where I'm actually just alternating, touching myself. We could use light levels of threading. I know I spoke a lot about this in breaking, but threading is pretty much where you take one piece of your body, you create a gap, you use the opposite arm or leg or whatever, and you can go and put this through, you can go and put this through, let go, step, and pretty much going through a bunch of different holes that you're creating or gaps that you're creating just to add a higher level of creativity. While your feet are moving, you can also play with threads with your arms, chest, hips, hair, shoulders, and yeah, you can, there's so much. So, but I think that's a really great point. I'm happy that you pointed that out. Like, please make sure that, even though like I was speaking a lot about like the jack and a lot of footwork we spoke about, to try to also express yourself with your arms at the same time. Because I know that for many years, I'm not gonna lie, you can watch like old footage of me, like I was mainly just here, like I'm driving a car, right? And it's just like, I know that I'm good with my footwork, but then I was like, wait, I'm not using my arms at all. Like there's so much that I can do here that I'm not utilizing. So I was just like, okay, I need to do something with my arms. So I just started, again, thinking about lots of like waves, flow, threads, and even with my breaking background, I might sometimes just do really sharp shapes like that. Just so that way I'm doing something and I'm not just like here, okay? I hope that helps. So can I have here. And again, I'm just gonna play the music. One person I would like to start, and once I give you that countdown, I'm going to allow you to choose who you want to come in next. And again, even if you're not sure what to do, I don't care if you're doing this and you're just here doing a two-step. Everybody knows how to do a two-step, so I shouldn't see anybody come to the cipher and be like, fuck, I don't know what to do. If you really have like that bad of like a brain freeze or like your anxiety goes through the roof, you stick to this and clap your fucking hands and we're here, because everybody can do this. And everybody that's noticing, if you notice somebody feels like that, give them some energy, because this is fucking scary. Like, ciphering is hard. It's really hard. It took me years to get over this fear, and this is the reason why I want us to really go over it now, okay? Okay, so let's get it started. And again, this should feel fun. Like, I don't want this to feel like I'm forcing you to like read a paper in front of class, because I know that feeling, but this is to do the opposite, like to really help you guys level up with dancing in front of others and things like that, all right? Okay, so whoever's feeling it first, you may enter the middle. Whoever wants to kick it off, you may enter the middle.
Ladies first.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna just let it play for a little bit. Again, whoever's feeling it. Everybody, right? Everybody but once? Okay, so we're gonna do the same exact exercise, but this time, can I have 3 people from Cypher 1 go to Cypher 2 and switch, so that way we can just switch the energy a little bit? So, yeah. So that way we have some new faces in each circle. Yeah? Alright, so now to make things a little bit more interesting for the rest of class, hold up, I'm gonna come over here. So for the I'm gonna come over here while I explain. For the rest of class, because we don't have that much time. Where's the clock? Okay, so we got like 20 minutes flat. For the rest of class, I'm gonna give us small moves to work on, and we're gonna keep the same concept. Where I'm gonna give you a step. We're gonna drill it together just for a short period of time, and then I'm gonna have you guys practice it together within a cypher space. And then we're gonna reset and then rotate to another move, okay? Okay, so for this next move, I feel like a lot of us know this step already, but I actually want you to use it in real time. We're going to do like our standing kickouts, and that's going to look like this, where I'm going to take my left foot. I'm going to kick just right there. That's going to be step number 1. I'm going to bring this back. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. And then when I reset, I'm going to jump into it and kick at the same time, just like that. Yes. So from here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to stop you. So you're kicking with this foot when you want to make sure that you switch your feet. So I think you were here. You're going like that, or you want to make sure that it's. So for example, if I'm traveling to my right, the foot that's going to end is going to be my right foot, just like that. And then this foot is going to come. So if I switch right here, my right foot is all the way out. I bring this back. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. And then I'm going to kick with this foot, which is my left foot, kicking to my left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you guys have that, you can then speed it up, and that would essentially, I think we're going to skip, step. So I think we're skipping step 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're skipping step 4. So if you want to double that speed, we're going to go from this, which is going to look like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Directly into this at double the speed. I'm going to skip step 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The reason why we need to skip step 4 is because we don't have enough time to stay on rhythm or beat if we add all 4 steps together. I'll try to demonstrate it with music because it feels weird without the music. Yeah. I'm going to demonstrate it slow, and I'm going to demonstrate it fast. And I'm going to want you guys
wanted to say before I answer your question is that the spin is not required. That is if you feel like you have the slow rhythm down already. If you have the fast rhythm down already, I want you to take it up a notch and try to add and incorporate the spin.
Can you show us an example?
Yeah, I got you. You can actually form like a circle right here for me. So, would it help if I freestyle and then go into it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I got you. Also, one last time, for whatever reason, if you feel like, again, because I don't know what everybody's freestyle ability looks like. I know some of you personally, but for everybody else that I don't know on like that deep level, if for whatever reason, again, you feel like you're absolutely stuck, I just want you just to focus on trying your best to just accomplish the drill that I just gave you. Again, I think it is better if you're able to just allow yourself to do whatever, and then at some point inside of your freestyle, you're showcasing to me that you understand what you just learned. But if you are not at that level yet, because again, if this is your first time working on this, I just want to see you just try to do the step to the best of your ability. That is it. And actually, can we actually just keep this? Like, it actually feels better with just one big cipher. I wasn't sure if I should do two small or one big, but I like this. So I'll demonstrate first, and then I'll naturally get somebody inside of the circle. And yeah, and this time, just for the sake of time too, I want this to feel a little bit more organic. Meaning, if you only want to dance for 10 seconds, then dance for 10 seconds, and when you're ready to exit, just connect with somebody, and then leave. But I don't want to see anybody like get too shy and then like you run out. Just at some point, like just make eye contact, and whether or not you're doing an actual gesture like, hey, I'm ready to receive you, and to switch spaces with you, or you can wave at them. You're gonna let that person know some way, shape, or form, like, hey, I'm ready to leave, and I want you to take my spot. And I'm gonna do that with one of you as I demonstrate first. If I notice that like you're extending like any like longer than like 30 seconds, I'll give you a countdown. But just this is also, I think, a really good way of practicing cipher etiquette. Meaning, this could be at a battle, this could be at a battle, and or again at a club. Like I understand that some of us are not conscious of like how long we're actually in the circle, but I think that this is also a skill within itself, because sometimes when I'm going to competitions and or parties, if you're dancing inside of the circle for like a full song, no, that's not good cipher etiquette, because somebody might want to get down to that same track. So, like, do what you gotta do, like, make your statement, leave your mark, and then respectfully exit the space so that somebody else can enjoy the track, right? So, for the sake of this, like, if I sense that you're going over 30 seconds and you're getting lost, again, this is not me. This is me not trying to like negatively like point you out, but it's like, hey, like, you're dancing a little bit too long inside of the circle, then let's keep it going, okay? So let's get started, and I'll go first. Everything that you remember, you're applying all together, all at once. Everybody's going to dance around the room, eye contact, we're mixing partners, or you can dance solo, but ideally I would like for you to connect with somebody for at least 10 seconds. And then I'm gonna say switch. So that might look like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. And 10, 9, and so forth and so on. We have an even amount, so even if this is 1-on-1, or it could be 2-on-2, but I just want you connecting to somebody or some group of people for the next couple minutes. Non-stop, you are not allowed to stop dancing. Go hard. This is it, and then that's it for class. A strong 2 minutes. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Nice. I just want to say a couple things before you guys depart. Again, I record my classes, right? If you guys want to see footage from today, you can hit me up on Instagram. I'm B-Boy Static on there. I also am teaching tomorrow here. If those of you who want to explore breaking, it's also a very beginner-friendly class, and I will be here from 8 to 9:30 in the smaller room. And then I host open session directly after that in the big room from 9:30 to 11:30. I play a variety of breaks, hip-hop, funk, and house. And again, it is a breaking session, but it is technically open to all styles. In regards to right now, I'm also hosting a open park session over at Gantry Park, which is about like a half a mile from Modega. For those of you that want to continue dancing with me, I know that half of you already confirmed that you're following me to the park. For those of you that were unaware, again, I'll be there from literally now until maybe around 10 o'clock. I'm just going to feel it out if you guys want to continue to dance with me. And I think that's it. Again, if you guys are not on IG, I can give you my email and or my number or Facebook. I rarely touch my Facebook, but if you have any other questions, you can talk to me right out here because we have another class coming in. And thank you